feel good in that silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So.
Good evening, Raider Nation. Let me know y'all can hear. You know, Turf always having technical difficulties. Shout out to Turf for the technical difficulties. Check mic 1 2 1 2. Let me know if y'all can hear me. It looks like everything is going pretty well. So you know how it is, man. Y'all know I gotta give my quote unquote written monologue, if you will. So yeah, hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Welcome back to another electrifying episode of the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. We got a ton to unpack tonight, so let's dive right in. The latest buzz surrounding our silver and black, man. First off, let's talk leadership. Y'all already know Pete Carroll in the building. Oh, shit, can't hear. See, can't hear. Uh-oh. Let's see where we at with it. I'm glad I go about it this way. Can't hear. We should have some volume. We should have. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's do this real quick and see if that killed it. Yeah, y'all sure so nobody can hear? Shout out to Zout here. Y'all can hear the everything. I hope. I see a whole lot of people tuning in though. That's what's up. I know Gravy can hear me exactly. So hopefully wifey is just having a hard time. Somebody if it's not just her though, let me know. You can hear on YouTube, but you can't hear. I know what that is. Okay. It's going to be Instagram. So we got it. I'll try to fix that after the fact. Yeah, I'm going to fix that later. If you're on Instagram, please move on over to YouTube. I got both going, right? I got vertical and horizontal. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. But I appreciate it. Everybody sounds like everything's good. So we're going to get right on into it. Like I said, you know, we got Pete Carroll, man, the oldest head coach in NFL history, bringing a wealth of experience and Super Bowl championship pedigree for his time with the Seattle Seahawks. During his introductory press conference, you know, he emphasized the importance of competition, team unity. Y'all know I don't got to give y'all all that from him. You know, Pete Carroll is a walking freaking bag of energy. So we just going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the quarterback situation, which is one of the things that people want to hear about the most, right? Hot topic, no doubt. With Carroll now at the helm, there's speculation with, yes, I know, Russell Wilson. Two had a successful run in Seattle. Super Bowl win. We all know about this. See, I'm just going to keep moving on. I'm going to keep moving on. But this is new. Hey. Speaking of a splash, you know, by Chip Kelly as our new offensive coordinator. Kelly, fresh off a national championship with Ohio State, is returning to the NFL with a lucrative deal, making him the highest paid coordinator in the league at $6 million per year. His innovative offensive strategies could be just what Silver and Black needs to ignite our scoring capabilities. On the defensive side, I'm super ecstatic. The Connecticut native, you know, Patrick Graham, he's back in the building. I mean, what more can you ask for? You know what I mean? Enough is enough, though, man. Y'all know we got a legend we got a guy, we got somebody that everybody loves to hear from. My main man, Gravy, is in the building.
How you hear me? You hear me good?
Everybody can hear you great, I'm pretty
All
sure,
right, man.
Gravy. What's going
Thank you
on
for
with
the
you, man?
invite, man. Thanks for the invite. It's a pleasure to be here. Talk game with you. Been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
So let's get at it, bro.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
See what you got for me.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, as you know, we always do, we take care of that chat, right? Chat lives matter. So let's run right on through it, man. Sack Town. Yeah, they didn't know you was in the building yet, man. Hey, Ja Raider, I ain't seen you in a while, my dude, bro. My main man, Tony Chef in the building. Hey, we got New England Raider boosters. I mean, hey, y'all already know I always give my big shout outs to everybody's here, bro. Everybody's here, man. And I want to get right to it because, as y'all know, I love hearing what Gravy got to say, man. Let's jump right into it, man. Where you at with this, man? Where you want to start?
I don't know if you had a show about Pete Carroll or if you
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I love the pickup.
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything, second fiddle. The owner of the company, the owner of the Raiders said that we didn't think we were gonna get the dude, before, so we concentrated on Pete Carroll, and it probably he convinced them in a way, with the team that we have with no quarterback. That's right. Hard to.
That is right.
It's hard to entice a guy like that to want to come over here and I'm pretty sure Tom Brady had a lot to do with it. And probably the players too, man. He probably seen some. We do have some bright spots, Turf. We have
Absolutely.
a lot of. We got defensively. We get those guys back. There's not a lot of hold up. We just need to sign these guys back.
Right. No, I agree. And these guys that you're referring to, we are going to have to dig into a little bit tonight, man. So
we'll get into that. But as far as coaching, Pete Carroll was a grade A pickup for in my view.
Right.
I don't see a lot of people pushing back on that. But and then the offensive coordinator, I'm with that.
Chip
Kelly. We should be, very happy to see the new stuff that's going to come out with this guy. And I'm hearing things, Turf, that, we played zone and we weren't good at it and this and that. To enlighten everybody, a running back that we had running zone blocking scheme got 1,600 yards and was a leading rusher in the NFL. That's when it worked good with sorry-ass linemen that we thought were sorry-ass linemen.
Correct.
So,
correct.
I think we have better linemen than we did with Josh Jacobs was running the ball. So they're younger, they're faster, they got good feet, and that's what you need for that. Obviously, we were mix and match. Power scheme, and it was hard, but we still got a 1,600-yard rusher.
Yes.
But just imagine if we get the right guys in there. We have 3 of them.
Right.
3 guys that could do that. So, bring in some more dudes, and then we should be all right.
Man, and what I like about our situation too, particularly with Pete Carroll, we know for a fact there is going to be no question. We're not going to hear, we want to run the ball, but yet still see passing, right? More passing than running, that kind of craziness. You're going to get a good run game, especially also on top of it, like you said, with Chip Kelly. And then Pete Carroll, again, in general, just being a defensive coach. He's a defensive-minded coach, and he kept us what I think is one of the best pieces we could have kept as far as the coaching staff, which is our defensive coordinator and Patrick Graham. I mean, that gives us the
I was like this. Like this with Patrick Graham, because
Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, talk your talk,
when you,
boy.
I
That's
don't
what I
want to.
said. Hey, Chris don't really, I shouldn't say he don't care for him. It's just he hasn't seen him in the top 5 as far as having a top 5 defense at any
That doesn't matter to
level.
me, bro. That doesn't
Right.
matter to me.
It doesn't
It
either to
matters
me.
what I see.
Right.
You know, when you visually, when a coach would look at something, and they look at the Monday tape, and they say, well, we should have did this, we should have called this, we should have been in this defense, we should have stopped.
Right.
But people say, you know, that our defense was 3 years in and our offense was 1 year in, and the defense really didn't do nothing. You know, up to predictions were saying, wow, this is a top 3 defense, this is a top 2 defense. We were 15th, and that's if you say that's a great defense, then you know, to me that's a middle of the pack defense. You know,
Yep.
we gave up, but the way I am, Turf, is that I look at categories and I look at what we're good at and what we're not good at.
Right.
Because if you're good at something, the defensive coordinator will usually just let it flow. You know, Max Crosby's a good pass rusher. So we're not going to have him. If he over pursues, they consider that a pressure because it makes the quarterback do something different. But consistently, Patrick Graham's defense, when he drops in zone defense, which he usually plays all the time, is that on 3rd and long, or 3rd and short, or 3rd and anything, 70%, bro, documented, almost 70%. The other team would get a first down, no matter what it was, Turf. No matter if it was 3rd and 20. Didn't you get tired of that? Didn't you get tired of seeing that? Every game it happened, bro. That's consistency. Every game it would happen.
Well, I mean, think about it, man. He lost his starting off defensive line. I mean, before it even started. You know, I'm sure he thought in mind that he would at least get some time before somebody up front had an issue, as far as being able to game plan for that. And then immediately the first game of the season, his star left edge guy is gone. I mean, and then it just started going downhill from there. More injuries, right? And we had to have one of the worst injury situations on defense in the league. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. So did everybody else. I mean, look at the Detroit Lions. They lost their superstar. I mean, you can't even compare Hutchinson to Coons, right? That would be silly. So,
and the thing we had, Turf, is we didn't have any depth. We didn't have people behind our number 1 guys, and
correct.
We knew that. And it takes time to do that. It takes time to do that. But you're 3 years in, bro. Remember, you're 3 years in.
Yep.
And you're still doing the same. When have you seen us ever stop the run on defense? What year? What year was that? It was Gus Bradley, right?
Yes.
And when Patrick Graham, it was already we got run stuffers, we got this, we got Wilkins, we got Adam, what's his name, Butler,
yep.
We throw
Big
stupid
Jenkins.
number 9 out. We throw stupid number 9 out there, and he ain't just as nothing. So we don't stop the run, and we just accept that, bro. We just accept it, and then I have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Because if you can't stop the run, you ain't gonna win the game.
Correct.
You ain't gonna win the game at all.
No.
You're doing the offense a favor. You're doing the offense a big favor by not stopping the run.
Yep.
And then the red zone, and then in the red zone too, Turf. That was my issue with Patrick Graham. Is that it's just as high on the third. It's just as high in the red zone as it is 3rd down. And
True.
They always scored on 4th or 3rd and long, 3rd and goal. You know, and then another thing I forgot to mention was that how many times did we let teams score before half? No matter what the time was. It was 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Kansas City scored on us 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And
yeah, it was bad.
Constantly. And then Patrick Graham's defense, leaving the middle wide open like he does, made every tight end in the NFL have 100-yard games against us. And if you want facts, look at the Miami game.
Right.
Last play of the game.
Yeah.
Boom, gone.
Yes. No, I can't I can't defend those things that you're saying. You're absolutely right. I mean,
And Kelsey has 100-yard games against us every time he plays us because he's in the middle of the field, and who leaves that wide open?
right.
Patrick.
No, very true. Hey, Scott, man, first and foremost, I think I can pull Scott up right here. Yeah, my main man, Scott Bow in the building. What's cracking, my dude? Glad you're here. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the show. Great question. I mean, great response here. I may be remembering incorrectly, but didn't Carroll Seahawks struggle in the run game due to substandard offensive line play in the last several years? That's a good possibility.
That's rushing the ball. Stopping the run is what I'm talking about.
Right. No, I know, but this was a question that he had. Yeah.
Okay.
Way earlier, and right while we were talking, when we very first brought up Pete, and that's a possibility. Who was his offensive coordinator back then? Who was that offensive line coach? That's going to be something I want to talk about with you, Gravy, because that nepotism is alive and well, as I expected. You're not going to hear any complaints from me, but you do know he hired his son at a very vital position that we need. What's your thoughts on that one? Might as well jump right in.
If he has the confidence in his boy, I know, and Pete Carroll's going to bring somebody young into his. You always trust your son, and then you trust his son at what he does, and I don't have a problem with it. I'm a coach, and I'm with. If you're good, and then you know what you're doing, and obviously his son has a decent resume. He's young, but he's been places with good coaches. So, so he's with another good coach, and maybe he could learn from Chip, and but that's a mind that people don't understand really. We're not going to be the old Raiders with every old schooler like me and you want to be. I coach football. You're around it, and then you see how it evolves and how it gets better and better.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. But you have the stubborn people, the stubborn Raider fans that always want to, let's bring back the 300-pound offensive lineman that can't move and just rush, power. You can't do that no more.
Yep. No, I agree.
Chip Kelly's that guy we need. He's risky, he's aggressive, he's creative, and then he's gonna put some. The other teams in this division are going, oh shit.
Yep.
Look what we got.
I agree.
Offensive guys, even Andy Reid, and even the guys, they'll say, wow.
They know they're dealing with an OG, man. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. Let's be real. They know they're dealing with an OG. And he's going to come in and do what's necessary. He's not going to make it easy for them as they have been, having it easy all this time. I mean, there's some truth, in my opinion, to people saying, get this guy out of here, meaning get Skaggs out of Kansas City, man, because, bro. I mean, he's been deserved a second chance at being a head coach, regardless of how you feel about it. He's paid his dues, right? All of those accolades and things you want to see from a guy like that. And then we all wonder why these dudes are unstoppable. They got head coaches at all the major positions, and they all don't have any ego. They all working together, and they all making sure they take care of their part, even in the worst circumstances when it comes to Spags having to deal with dudes like Josh Allen and freaking goddamn Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Get him out of there. Who's going to give this guy a job? I mean, we might have been beneficial trying to get him a job. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind Spagnuolo taking him away from that. Makes Kansas City weaker.
Something's got to give over there. And that's where I'm at with it. I mean, what do you think? What do you think that Detroit is going to do now? What's your thoughts on that team now with what they've lost? You know what I mean?
You really didn't see their defense got depleted big time.
Big time.
But their offense they brought somebody in. I think somebody that was in house. So things aren't going to change. It's just the creativity and when the play is called. That's what Ben Johnson was good at. He was
Right.
He was good at calling the right play at the right time and he has supreme athletes on his team. You get guys like that. He got two receivers that are number one picks that you don't even hear of. All you hear is Amon-Ra.
Exactly.
Two great running backs.
Yep.
One of them is probably going to be the man.
Gibbs. I mean, hey, I think it's the best backfield in football.
Yeah, it is.
Well, name another.
It might get depleted if Montgomery goes somewhere else.
Yeah. Hey, well, they don't have that scheme either. Let's be honest. Let's be real. That coaching matters, bro.
Yeah, it does.
And
They
nobody
lost
knows.
big time. They lost big time, and they'll probably suffer. They'll probably suffer a little bit, Turf.
Yep.
Maybe a game or two lost. In the losing, but they won a ton of games.
Right. No, I agree.
As long as the structure's there. And
have they named it? Have they named an OC already? They have, right?
I don't remember.
I'm not
I think
sure.
he's an in-house guy.
I think so,
I think they did it fairly quickly. I think they did it quickly because they knew Ben Johnson was gone.
That's right. Same thing for defense.
Yeah.
Same thing for defense. My main man Chris in the building. Salute.
What up, Chris? I haven't seen Chris in a while.
Jack Henna in the building. Gravy. You must put a hole in the wall and bringing back Patrick Graham. Y'all didn't like Patrick Graham, huh?
I wasn't impressed just on those categories, bro.
Yeah, no.
I like his defense.
Right.
I like his defense, but you got to get better at that. And it was visually.
Right.
Turf. It wasn't. I'm not making this up.
No, you're not. I agree, bro. You're not the only one. That's what I'm saying. Even in the camp, even in the syndicate, man.
How many times on 3rd and long did we let guys get first downs? 3rd and 20, 30 and 25. Yeah, it's embarrassing, man. I used to get embarrassed that would happen almost every game. Every game it would happen.
Right.
3rd down efficiency, and then if people want to throw the notion that the defense was on the field, most of the time or whatever, because the offense will go 3 and out.
Right.
Well, the defense is just as bad because they can't cause a 3 and out.
Correct.
You're on the field that long. If you're on the field that long, that's your fault.
Right.
That's the defense's fault. Shut them down on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Shut them down on it's easy.
Yep. So we got a question from my guy, man, Spence, Title Town Sports Talk. If y'all don't know, go subscribe and like to his channel. He is the other half of Dead in the Water on Thursday nights. But excellent question. Do you like any of the quarterbacks in this draft specifically for a Chip Kelly offense? And obviously, you got to run this one, Gravy. What are your thoughts?
I do now.
He said, I do now.
It matters who was the OC. And that's all I worried about. I said, Turf, you probably heard me say that. Before I talk about any players, who's the offensive coordinator to teach these guys?
Correct.
And then we got a great offensive coordinator in my mind, and we got a great quarterback coach in my mind to teach this young guy, what to do. And then I just immediately, when I seen Chip Kelly, I jumped on the Shadir Sanders train.
Right.
The very athletic type guy that could move. I don't need him doing designed quarterback draws or quarterback powers or anything like that.
Right.
I just need him to learn how to run an RPO, how to run a run pass option and throw it.
Correct.
That's all I needed to do, dude. And that's all Chip Kelly needs.
Right.
And he would dominate the NFL. He'll dominate the NFL if he does that.
Right. Scott Bo thinks dark horse breakout player under Chip Kelly will be DJ Turner. I don't disagree with that. I mean,
speed.
Hey, I
thought get faster.
This might not
in the draft.
This might not go across well with y'all. I thought DJ Turner was better than our guy, Mr. Tucker. I think the only reason they gave Tucker more burn is because he had a better profile, if you will. I don't even know, but I felt like DJ should have had more burn over him. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that whole scenario? I mean, they're both kind of the same player.
See, DJ Turner's explosive.
Yes.
And he's an explosive guy, and you always need those. Tucker is just a big, fast, a small, fast guy. He's cool. He's real fast. And he could get separation, but I question, can he catch the ball? He's bobbling the ball every time he catches it, or something like that. But if you get it to him and he's gone, we just need a quarterback to get it to him while he's a route and running and the Ruggs type stuff we used to see, you know.
Right, and that's where we thought he would fit in, but the fact that he's not.
That's what we envisioned him to be. We envisioned him to be like Ruggs. He's just as fast as Ruggs, but
just didn't work out.
Yeah, Ruggs was getting there. Ruggs was getting there to be.
Ruggs was absolutely getting there. Shout out John Leon in the building.
What's up, John?
Pigs is in the building too. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Pigs. I like Patrick Graham. He's a quality coach. I think so too. I do too. I think he's actually going to be a head coach sooner than later. A lot of cats disagree with that or don't believe he's ready. But from what I'm hearing, right, and what we all heard, whether it's a, cap or not, it looked like he was close to getting that Jaguars job. And he said he wasn't going back on his word with the Raiders. So shout out to Patrick Graham.
Maybe he just needed a change. Maybe he just needed, a guy that I hired to be my linebackers coach ended up over me. It would bother me.
Right.
It would bother me, but I don't know if Patrick Graham's that type. He's a smart guy. He's an Ivy School graduate. He's smart. I know. I'm not gonna question his mind of football.
Me neither, bro.
And I know, and I'm dead set that players got to execute what you put out there, and a lot of it is the players. They were inexperienced, but even in the beginning of the season, these things were happening. I kind of blame the AP more because the bad coaching that he was doing.
Right.
It wasn't.
It's fair.
Patrick Graham.
Right.
You got to execute defensively too.
Absolutely. I agree.
He puts you in a position. He puts you in a position to be where you're supposed to be. And some of these players, they just go off reaction, and then they're in the wrong place, and then boom, quarterbacks see that. Good quarterbacks see that, and then that's when they hit it.
Right. We got one
special
from
to be in the NFL. Man.
Hell yeah. We got one from my guy Jeff, man. Raider Boosters. Gravy, you think AOC got a place in Kelly's system? Good question.
No.
I agree.
I've never seen Chip Kelly with an immobile quarterback.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never seen him with that. Even this kid Howard, he's not a super athlete, but he got the job done because he has supreme running backs. Yeah, You got to have those two running backs at Ohio State are going to be probably both of them late first round or early second round picks. I think the Henderson kid is better out of it. Everybody likes the other guy. The Henderson dude, that kid's fast,
right?
Big,
yep,
strong. That's why Chip Kelly. That's why he scored all many touchdowns in the championship game.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
Watch if Kelly don't have an input to one of these running backs from Ohio State.
Yeah. That would be, and I think we'll be able to get him in the second round, third round, possibly. Right?
We have to get a running back high, Turf. I can't stress it.
Second round.
Yes.
Second round. I mean, that's as high as I can go with it. I mean, at this point, I'm looking at Mason Graham.
That's a dominating tackle right there.
You know what I'm saying? Something like Johnson, somebody that is absolutely safe to really matter. Hey man, Chris is always doing the most, bro. Chris for Raiders in the building, gifting out those memberships. Man, can't thank you enough as always. My man is always
Get up on
good.
those. Man.
Exactly, man.
Get up on those,
Hooking us up, bro. Raider Nation in the building.
Keep
Yeah,
getting
and
them.
so with that being said, go to his channel, like and subscribe. And it's actually Chris for Raiders, right? At YouTube. Hit him up. He's got the same, I think, for Instagram. If not, you already know my man posted in the chat. But everybody make sure they run through there, man, and check him out, man.
The content creators, these are all new content. That's great, man.
Absolutely, bro. Chris for Raiders, I love when he talk that talk. I love his takes too, man. Because they not all the same, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not all the same, and I love to agree to disagree, and you know what I'm saying, in a civil way like we do. So
I love to disagree, but only if it's wrong.
I
disagree with you if I'm wrong, but
right. Yeah, and as everybody knows, I always give credit, you know, shout out to Anton Daniels. Hey, I bring myself to the front of the congregation when I'm wrong on players, right? Coaches. Hey, I have no problem with saying I'm wrong about something. So it is what
we were winning, Turf.
Right.
It would be easy to do. It would be easy to do shows, bro. You know what I mean? Easy, yeah. Getting drunk, high, do whatever you do.
Right.
But it's tough right now, bro.
It's
tough talking bad about my team.
It is, bro. So we got another good one by Scott. Where does Myles Garrett go? He'd be scary as hell in Detroit. That's the first place I thought too. Like,
I don't know if they have the cap for that dude.
Detroit? Yeah, they gonna have something.
They have to get rid of somebody. They have to get rid of people.
I don't know enough of their situation as far as that's concerned, so I can't say. But I think they were ready to give up a couple of first rounds for our guy Max back when Hutchinson initially went down.
I don't want that 31st pick, bro. 30, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want that either. But
I think where you know where I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go to no matter what type of weather guy, but he's in Cleveland, so
right.
Maybe I could see him in Buffalo.
Absolutely, and he's already used to that weather.
It could be. They're coming, and then they have a quarterback that's not successful in the playoffs. He's successful in the playoffs, but just not against one guy. So
right,
I think he'll get over the top, or he could go to a defensive team that causes havoc, or, like Baltimore, that always is good with their money. That they manage their cap great, and then maybe he could go to, if he wants to be a weather guy, he could go to LA.
Right. Absolutely. He'll fit there just fine. He'll fit there just fine.
I don't want Garrett. I don't want him going against our quarterback, bro. That's 2 times a year. I don't want him going to San Diego Chargers or
nope. Neither do I. Now, people are talking about this, and it is a good question because it cracks me up, but should the Raiders be in on Myles Garrett? What's your thoughts on that?
It's enticing,
right?
But we don't. If you want to win one game, 2 more extra games, you want to be 5 and something.
Right?
Garrett ain't gonna be happy with that. We're gonna have Garrett and Max there, but it ain't gonna do shit for us to win games.
Right?
We need a quarterback. That's who.
I agree.
We should be saying who's a free agent quarterbacks that we can pick up. That's who we need to be worried about. Not Khalil Mack, not Myles Garrett.
I agree, bro. I could not agree with you more.
I love it. It'd be great, but if we were a better team, he said he wants to win a Super Bowl, and the best thing to do is go to a team that's close to winning the Super Bowl, and we ain't it right now. I accepted that, bro. I accepted that. The 27 years that I've been watching this team, I've accepted that we're not there yet. So
we're not.
And you've been through it too, Turf.
All day. I'm right here with you, brother. We suffering together, man. That's real. It is.
We need Max, but we don't need Garrett. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't need.
It's a difference.
Enticing,
right?
It's enticing.
Right.
Oh, we could get this guy. We could get no, bro. He's gonna be $100 and something million. There goes all your salary cap money. You can't bring back the guys you want.
Right.
You can't bring back Spillane. You can't bring back this guy. You can't bring back that other guy. And then you're gonna give up draft choices, probably a number 1, number 2, second round pick for this guy.
Right.
And you're not going to be able to get your quarterback until the 3rd, 4th round. And what value of quarterback you think you're going to get? A franchise guy that we think we got.
Exactly.
We could get.
Exactly.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't. No, I agree. I totally agree. So we got a couple of them, man. Jeff says, if no place for AOC 12, then what do we do with them? And then my guy Scott says, what? When did you fall out of love with AOC, Turf? I did not fall out of love. Let me get in on this one real quick first. I am still in love with my guy. It's just, Gravy said it. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir at this point while he's up with me saying it's the wrong style. And to be honest, I would honestly say that Cam Ward is more of a style for Chip Kelly's offense, even more so than Shedeur. And I think Shedeur would lean more towards an AOC type style quarterback, more so than a mobile one. We know Shedeur ain't running faster than a 4.7. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be somewhat like a Patrick Mahomes, if you will. You got to pray he has that escapability, which I don't think that's going to just come naturally out the box. He's going to have to learn a little bit there. I don't know.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete, Turf.
He is an athlete.
So that's the focus of and to me, he's a smart guy. He knows how to play quarterback. So 100%. That's all. You just can't make mistakes with Chip Kelly's offense. If you do, it's going to be
costly. They costly, exactly, because he does a lot of things that can put you in a bad situation. I agree.
Yeah, and then the ball gets the reading of it. There's quarterbacks out there that the Raider fans love. You have to read everything. You have to read the defensive end. You got to read the safety. You got to read the linebacker. This is the offense that I know, that I run myself, that I've been in my whole life. Not my whole life. The end of the ending of my career that I'm doing in coaching is that it's the air raid, and then you have the RPO. You have the RPO zone blocking in there, and sometimes you pin and pull it, and a lot of people don't know what that is, but it's basic football. You're just moving around a lot. The big guys move. And
correct.
You have real good athletes. They execute it. The execution is key. But Chip Kelly makes it easier for your quarterback, your head man, to read and react and get it out of there quick. And then his tempo of the game is the problem, Turf. That's the problem when I say problem, it's a good thing.
Right.
It's so fast. It's a tempo. It's like you run a play, you get a first down, boom, the line's already on the line. And these big guys, these big defensive guys get tired. You can't substitute because the offense didn't substitute. So they're sitting there gasping for air by the 3rd down, and the next thing you know, boom, you're gone. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point of it. The tempo is what Chip Kelly's known for.
Absolutely.
If you watched Oregon, if you watched Ohio State, that clock won't get to 17, 15, he starts getting pissed.
Correct.
He's like, you better call that play and then go. Get out of there. So I can't wait to see it. I
agree, bro. I like it. I can officially say I'm on the train, Chris. Protect the shield. I'm gonna go back and
I've been on Chip Kelly's train. I've been on Chip Kelly's
train.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. This was my thing. See, we have this thing. I've been called a flip-flopper. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Turf has been called a flip-flopper. I have been.
That's good, bro. Sometimes we don't remember stuff.
It's a possibility, right? But Chris put up a poll, and I say, hey, you gonna stand on business? Are you for Chip Kelly? Yes or no? Chris says not for Chip Kelly. And I was honestly indifferent. We're all for Pete Carroll. All of us are for Pete Carroll. But Chip Kelly, I think Chris is on that island by himself, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm on the Chip Kelly trail now. I'm just gonna say I'll scroll up, man, so that way, Chris, if that time comes, you can talk that talk.
So Chris isn't with Chip Kelly.
Right.
So who if Chris, if you who did you want? Did you want Bevel or
that's a great question. I wanted
I think Chip Kelly's better than Bevel. Chip Kelly is better than Bevel.
I would have to agree with that. And you're right. Hey, Jeff, you are right. We didn't answer his question. What do we do with AOC? I didn't even have to scroll up. What do we do with him?
Keep him around, bro.
Right, keep him as a backup. Third, maybe practice squad.
The thing that I said, what I said before, Turf, was that if we got Johnson, how do we know what AOC was capable of doing? Because to me, AOC was given a jacked up hand when he got here, bro. He went in early. He got pushed in early, and then he's starting, and then he's making these mistakes, and we're wondering why, because look, he had a passing game coordinator as offensive coordinator his first year, and then he had a quarterback coach as offensive coordinator his second year, and then we expect all these things from AOC. Didn't get taught right, for one.
Right.
He's under a lot of pressure, for two, and he got thrown the same thing again this year. He got thrown in there.
Yes.
And he didn't get, but the thing about him is that when you get an offensive coordinator like this, you got to be athletic, bro. And then, he might be athletic as a guy, as a normal guy, but the NFL quarterback, he doesn't have it. He doesn't.
Right.
He's never had it. I bring up his college stats at 9 years at Purdue. He has negative yards rushing at Purdue, bro. Every year he was there, he was negative. And a lot of those were probably sacks or kneel downs. You know what I mean? So he didn't run the ball. And you have to do, with Chip Kelly's offense, you have to do the RPO game, or the running backs ain't going to do nothing. Your running game isn't going to be successful. And that's the whole point of Chip Kelly is the running back. And if you can't do that, if you can't move like that, or just be on time like that, then you're not going to be successful. But I feel bad for him that they went this way. But, I think he could be successful in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. I think he'll find somewhere to go. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I can tell you that was one of the things that I knew, and I'm comfortable with saying this one, that there was no such thing as tanking as long as he was playing. And I knew that for a fact, because I know that young man is playing for somewhere else. We all knew that. Well, anybody in their right mind knows and knew that, yeah, he's auditioning for the next team he's going to. So there was none of this, I'm about to tank or, do what the Raiders want me to do because they're going to cut me at the end of the season, right? Does that make any sense? And I'm telling y'all, I know firsthand that man was playing for the next spot. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. If he stays.
They just might keep him, bro. They keep him. He's on the cheap, so they just might keep him.
Exactly. And that's what I like about it, man. He's on the cheap, right? You know what I mean? Way on the cheap. Yaya Hakatami is in the building. What's up, my dude, man? It's been a while since I've seen you. I know that's my fault. I haven't been doing any, game watches. So that's on me. Ski Hammer is in the building. He's got a great question for you. How do you feel about Dart? Gravy. Everybody's on Jackson Dart right now. What's your thoughts?
My view on Jackson Dart, and I've seen him extensively, is it's just Lane Kiffin to me. That's what it is. Lane Kiffin is a good coach.
Right.
It wasn't for us. I think it was way too young to get that job. But offensively, he turned into this one read type offense that's very beneficial for your quarterback. it's kind of like if you watch college football, you look at Josh Heupel. We know who Josh Heupel is at Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
It's a real quarterback-friendly offense, and what it is just the Lane Kiffin tells you what receivers, and he has 2 number 1 pick receivers on his team at Ole Miss, and Jackson Dart, just one of these guys. One guy's gonna be open, the other guy, don't look at him.
Right.
One read, if it's there, hit it. If not, start running or throw it to the running back on the swing, and that's it. That's all that offense is, and they're very successful at it because they execute it. And those receivers that were all world, they would get open. And that's the question I have about Jackson Dart is that you got to do multiple reads on in the NFL. That's not going to work in the NFL. Just one read and chuck it because you're going to get picked off. These cornerbacks are way better, and he is an athlete. He's a big kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think we're overreacting a little bit on him because
time will tell. We'll see.
I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I just need to see him do it, and then I'll probably get out.
Correct. Absolutely.
But the Gabriel kid runs the same offense. He's just small. So would you rather take Gabriel or would you take Dart when Gabriel knows what he's doing? Gabriel knows how to do that offense. Oregon hasn't changed since Chip Kelly left.
You're right, bro.
Those are all his dudes that are over there. They just want to stay at Oregon because they win.
Yes, sir. All valid points. Hey, man, I am glad to see everybody in the building. Raider Transplant, Angelo. If you don't mind, hit the like button, the subscribe if you like what you're hearing. As you know, this is every Tuesday. We got Dead in the Water Thursday. We got all kinds of shows, man. The Raider Syndicate is off season, right? We got Raider Nation live on Sunday nights when I can finally get back in the game after traveling. But yeah, Raider Transplant, Chris for Raiders. Salute Turf and Gravy. Stopping in while I'm rewatching fights from Benavidez Morel. That was a good fight. I actually watched that one. Turf, Canelo versus Crawford is official September 13th, happening at Allegiant Stadium. Bro.
Canelo and Crawford?
It is live. It is live. It is happening. And, hey, we definitely talking about that one. That's a big fight. I'm
going to have to concentrate on that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to deal with that one, bro. Hey, my guy, Raider Nation, Jason Podcast, Turf, my guy, Gravy, what's good?
Turf, Jason.
Nation, salute. We got a lot of people in the building, man. Hey, Brent Beers, one of my other new favorite friends on the planet, man. I love his takes. I love his energy in the chat, man. Talk that talk. Glad you're here, man. Hope you enjoy the show. We got a new guy in here, man. Lawrence Timothy Travis. I think Pittsburgh keeps Tomlin, Russ, and Fields. Hey, Lawrence Timothy, I don't know if you are a fan of the Steelers, but that's a great take. Do you really think they can? What do you think on this one, Gray? I don't see both of them existing next year. I think one out of the two of them are gone, whether it's Russ or whether it's Fields. What do you think?
I think Tomlin is gonna stay there, but they need a little spark of energy, bro. They need that. Tomlin is sometimes when you coach somewhere a long time, you get into your things.
Yeah, something's up.
Everything just slows down, and then people want energy. They don't want a defensive only. That's it. You stop them, which they really weren't. It wasn't good. They lost 5 games straight.
Right.
And then backed into the playoffs because they won so much in the beginning of the season. So if you lose 5 straight, you don't belong in the playoffs. And then it happened. And it happened the next game they played in the playoffs. It wasn't a good game at all. Both those teams, wild card games are kind of like regular season games. 2 bad teams, 2 pretty good teams playing each other. But they need a boost, and they can do it with Tomlin. But I think I hope they get rid of Fields because I want Fields.
Right. I know
the
people.
one that I would keep. He's the one that I would keep if I was Pittsburgh.
Right. And I think
longevity,
right.
bro. That's what you want to be. You want to be good for a while. You don't want to be good just for 1 year.
Yep. No, I agree.
Winning.
I agree. And I think you hit it right on the head. I think you're going to see Russ Wilson walk off into the sunset, if you will, outside of it. And Justin Fields is going to go somewhere, man. Lawrence Timothy Travis, Raiders fan from Alameda since the 70s. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you again. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah.
Me too.
Hit that like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me see what else. If Raider Transplant, aka Angelo, is in the building, you're gonna hear something about boxing. So, and we love boxing on this channel. But he says, yeah. He asked Chris, did you watch Benavidez and Morrell for this past Saturday? Fight of the night was Pitbull Cruz and Angelo Fierro. I didn't see that one. I only saw the Benavidez fight. I gotta watch that one. It was like watching Morales versus Barrero. Wow. Yeah, Boxing Thursday on ESPN Plus.
I remember that fight. They almost killed each other.
That was back when boxing was, it was really popping back then.
And that was like, when they used to see Alexis Aguayo and Pryor fight, man. Remember those fights back then?
Oh,
guys would just kill each other.
Mass punches.
That's what I like. See, boxing's different. They fought like 4 times and killed each other 4 times, and they had like 7 lives. It was amazing watching them 2 fight.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that was. We
the
don't
boxing segment of the turf show. The boxing segment of the turf show, right there. Angelo did it.
We gonna get there. Trust me, Angelo has been hitting me it's all on me. It's my fault. Right there, that wall.
He got you.
Yeah, we gonna get it popping though. I promise. Just Raiders, baby. My guy just came through. Appreciate you, man, for showing up. Canelo vs. Crawford is gonna be really good. I agree. I mean, it's really what I look at that fight as is, did Canelo learn his lesson from the first time he fought Roy when he fought Mayweather, right? Because that's what he's about to have to deal with, another Mayweather-esque type fighter that is not going to be foolish enough to stand in front of him, and fight him like that. But we'll get into that. I know. We'll get into that.
Merriweather schooled on my boxing.
On boxing. Exactly. And
boxing to me is okay. That's what it is. It's boxing. It ain't fighting.
It ain't brawling.
These guys from, they come from Mexico and they brawl, they fight, and they're great fighters. There's been legends fighting that way, but some guys just take boxing, what it's called, and then perfect the counter punch, perfect the defense, and then got speed and counter punch. That's how you win in boxing. That's how you win. And then you can't tell me that Merriweather is a runner when he would win all 12 rounds. You know what I mean? If he's running, how's he winning the round?
Exactly.
And I won so much money on Merriweather. He's undefeated. So that would I just always want. I had him against Canelo. I said he's gonna spank him. Right. Slap him around a little bit. He slapped Canelo around a little bit. And
That's it.
Decisive.
Absolutely, man. So, hey, we are at the top of this hour already, just like that. Mm-hmm. Just like that, man. I mean, what haven't we touched on for these last few minutes here that you was thinking about? What you got on your mind before we get out of here?
I'm not really looking forward to how many players that we need on free agency.
Right, and what we're going to lose in free agency.
Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of people that we're in love with, that I don't think that are that we are at the quality of a Pete Carroll. See, now you got a coach that you're going to look at. A talent for AP is totally going to be different than what Pete Carroll has seen, Super Bowl wise, AP knows what a player should look like, be like, act like, or whatever.
Right.
Pete Carroll knows that times 10. So
Correct.
does he like a injured recovery Kuntz that only had one good year? Actually, does he like a Morig that was inconsistent, and then finally he's getting there. Maybe he might ask for too much money. Maybe
Right.
he's not at that level. Maybe he thinks, I'm Buda Baker. Shoot, I deserve that money. Nah, bro, you don't. You don't. Test it out. Come back. I think we should keep Epps. He was the leader. He was the leader of that secondary, and I think we need him again. I think we should keep Jack Jones or Jack. Yeah, I think we should keep him.
Right. Absolutely. Jack Jones. We can't afford
under the tutelage of Patrick Graham, the way he wants it. He was real cool with AP. But Pete Carroll's going to be like that, but he needs to coach him too. So it's going to be. Jack Jones is an asset to this team. He's a little risky, but that's good for a corner. You know what I mean? Give him the benefit of the doubt, like you would JB.
Right.
You're going to get burnt, dude. You're going to get burnt. But I'd rather have you try and get burnt than just let the dude blow right past you. Jack Jones doesn't do that.
Nope.
So, and then I'm excited about JB coming back. I'm excited about Richardson getting all this game time play. He's going to get better. He's going to get better. Our secondary, I think, is going to be really good. If we get this, if this Will Johnson kid is there. Man,
I'll take Will too.
That's a typical Pete Carroll type corner.
It is.
So long, tall, fast. He's going to be just like Richardson.
Right.
A mimic. He probably loves Richardson, the way he looks. But we said, Dad, this long old guy, it looks like Sherman right there. It looks like Sherman, but I know he can play like him.
Exactly.
I expect bigger things from this guy because Richardson, because he got so much game time. He got schooled so bad, picked on so much that he ain't got no choice but to get better. That's what happened to JB too.
Yep.
They got off Jack Jones and they went to JB, and JB improved, but he got hurt. So we get him back, but those the type of guys. I think we need to keep Adam Butler. He's a stay in there
all day. He's a staple right next to Wilkins. He's got to be. Yeah, we need that.
But we need to get guys behind them, the young guys behind them, and then have them go in there, big guys, and the front needs to. I was disappointed the way the front was in the beginning, but they settled down and got better past the makes our secondary and linebackers better, man, when the fronts dominate. So
right.
And I was very impressed with the whatever stringers that were in there at the end of the season.
Oh man, Jason, the kid that got the DUI, all of them though, they all played. They played well, I would say. They definitely played well. Yeah, they played well. So
and Chase on, I keep him too.
There was some good ones. Mm-hmm. So this is the last one we going out with, which we both, you and I, we're gonna be answering this all week. All week. First off, Yaya. Man, I'm gonna be traveling, bro, for the Super Bowl. I get home at 7:30 at night. Which I think the game probably kicks off right at 6:30-ish or so, something like that. Yeah, I'll be coming back from Ohio State, man. That'll be, hopefully we go into that week. My daughter's gymnastics, right, team, University of Minnesota. Shout out to them Gopher girlies. Yeah, they going for an undefeated record still this Saturday up against Michigan State. Your boy Turf will be there wilding out. I actually get to see my old offensive line coach, Coach Jim Mahalachek, O-line coach from Michigan State, man. I'm excited to see him.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's gonna come through, right? Check out my girlies meet and all that good stuff. What's even cooler is his wife. He met her at Montana State University. She was the volleyball coach. Yeah, and they obviously still married. That's how I even got in touch with him. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. We got that. Yeah, but yeah, man, I'll be coming home, man. So I won't be able to do a live for the Super Bowl. I wish. It is what it is, man. But what I can tell you is who I think is going to win it, and y'all don't want to hear it. But, yeah, it's going to be the Chiefs, man. It's going to be the Chiefs. What's your thoughts on that, Gravy? Who you got winning the Super Bowl?
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
They got the better quarterback.
They do. They do.
And I'm glad that the nonsense of the pampering the Chiefs for this and that. I'm glad it got out there. I'm glad it got out there that the referees were doing these favors for this guy, because I thought it was kind of happening.
Right.
But because if our quarterback got hit like that, bro, they wouldn't call it.
Exactly.
And sometimes we were playing against them, and O'Connell would get smashed, late and all that. They wouldn't call it, but you booty slap Mahomes, and it's rough in the passer. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
And he probably liked it. You know what I
mean? Exactly. Hey guys, I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a bunch of guys, just tuning in, just shouting out kind words, man. I really appreciate that from all of y'all. This is the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. I do keep it to an hour, but don't worry. Gravy will be on all kinds of shows, whether I'm on his show, he's on another one of our shows. We got plenty to talk. Man, we still got mock drafts. We got free agency, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, Gravy and I are going to be chopping it up all off season. So yeah, let them know where you at, man. Let them know where they can find you, bro.
Everybody knows Coach Gravy. Got my own YouTube show. Not really on it, because I'm recovering from a liver transplant surgery, and I gotta maintain my time. So I save all my day for turf for an hour. So
I appreciate that.
I'm blessed with that. I'm also with a group of guys, the Raider Nation Live podcast. It's going really good with Raider Gay 420.
Yes, sir.
Those are my boys. Turf joins us on Sunday evenings.
Both of them.
We're going to do that again and speak some great Raider game. So all those guys, man, Raider Gay 420, What Up Low, look at their YouTube pages too.
Correct.
Raider Nation Live, man, be full in effect coming Thursday. And then, we'll talk good Raider game. Something pops up, we'll get in it during the week or whatever. So it's a great feeling. Great to be on different shows and give my opinion, So thank you,
bro.
Sir,
we love to hear you, bro. Trust me, I promise you, man. When you were gone, bro, people were starving for that gravy. I'm telling you, bro, they were starving for that gravy talk.
I'm back now, man. I'm back. A little bit younger inside, and still the same. Got the same stuff right here. I'm good.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is it for tonight. Until the next time. We are out. Peace.
Raiders! Let's go, baby. We are all the way on the fourth row, baby. You look good in that silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So.